Hello. Not enough. Get it in there. Hello, sexy souls. This is Weird and WooWoo, where I'm weird and we get woo-woo. All right. I am going today to get my candles. Woo woo. Alrighty. Had an amazing time today meditating with Lakshmi. And I know I always say things. I understand that I do not say things appropriately. My tongue's fat. A lot of neurodivergents have that. It's tied also. I've had a tied tongue. So I try to form the words. And then other times I completely know exactly how to say a word. Don't know. But I feel like I always have like some kind of like accent, like I'm messing it up somehow. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. So get your coffee, get your tea, get your matcha. Now I'm gonna the US. Okay, matcha is technically tea. However, I just feel like matcha is a little bit different. Like you shouldn't just lump it in with all the other teas. Okay. So that's why I do it. All right. So I don't know what we're gonna get into today. We're just gonna dive in and see what Spirit has in store. Let's see, did it come up? It did. Fantastic. Let everybody know I'm here. Uh-oh. No way. Okay, so something did come through. As soon as I'm doing that, I heard talking to the moon. I can't sing. But yeah, that was a channeled song and we did an entire reading on it. It was a big one. It was like things that only the moon knows that you want, and then, like having this very intimate relationship where it's like I got images of somebody going out and like just, like that's their sacred time to confide and like to whatever. That there's like this genuine, like you talk to the moon, like it's a person, they're right here with you. They have, anyways, okay. No, I think I'm going to wait. All right. Oh, divine doors. Yes. Okay, so anytime I start off with divine doors, it's going to be a good read. Like when it's the first thing, I'm like, aw. Usually is a hint of some good things. It's my free fruit. Hold on. I'm missing something. I know everybody was just looking at me like, what in the actual freaking crack? Sorry, guys. I have to get it. I don't do my stuff without it. What? Lord of mercy. My protection, my talisman, whatever you want to call it. Now I did get some new stones today. They're not new. They're my stones. However, I grabbed them to put them in with some stuff. So it's just weird that I'm missing. What? Okay, this is what I had to get, guys. Hey, Peter, this is what I had to get. Okay, hold on 1 second. Where is it? What the freaking? I do not. Give me just a sec. Oh, why is it over? All right. One of my rings is missing. So I always wear my hematite ring so that anything that I pull in as I'm channeling is cleansed. Okay, let's do this. Could you imagine? Like, they wanted to remind me. I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, talking to the moon. Let's see what's going on here. Told you, anytime this comes out first, it's good. 3 of Cups. with sunset. All right, let's hear it. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. Well, there's going to be some kind of like coming together. This is like a coming together or something. 3 cups in happiness, 3 cheers are done. Celebration is near. And then we've got time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. That one was harder to say. Can I just say that? Okay. So some good shit's about to happen, and it's literally going to, they said fade into the background. But I don't feel like it's just that. It's like, you're in a room full of all kinds of noise, and there's one particular noise or person or voice you pick up on, and you look over in that direction, and it's as if everything else kind of disappears. Like all the other racket, all the other noise just kind of dissipates. That's what I want to say. It feels more like it dissipates. So when they say it fades into the background, it's like it almost kind of goes, just dissipates until it's gone. And so it's something about some reason to celebrate, some coming together, because they're really highlighting a toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. And they're literally showing me an image of like being out to brunch near a beach, and the breeze is, like it's that kind of thing. Like it's like that type of thing. I can talk so well today. Oh my God. Let's see here. What else? So there's going to be a celebration soon. And whatever is worth celebrating, whatever is worth bringing people together, is going to like almost dissipate any cords of pain, any remnants of pain that there is left. Okay. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. I told you, you're going to find people. You're going to find your tribe. There's a coming together of people. All right. I'm not in the mood, but they want me to pull this. So we shall see. And here we've got Nightmare, Sky God, and then Glimmering. We're going to go real quick for this because I'm feeling rushed, not to like I only have 30 minutes, rushed to get to the tarot cards. And I'm like, okie dokie, why did we pull these then? This is the question. Why did we pull them? These are in sequence also, 26, 39, 50. Because I was checking, I was like, should I put them in that? And they're like, they're in sequence. And I just saw the numbers. Empowerment, kindness, and fun. Divine Masculine offers you strength, protection, and resilience. Now might be the time, now might be a time of difficulty, but know that you have the inner fortitude to rise to this challenge. You're being filled with a sense of empowerment and determination. Allow your kindness to shine right now. It's talking about not over giving. That's odd. Okay, how do we go from, somebody fucking explain this to me, okay? Spirit, you want to help out? The Divine Masculine offers you strength, protection, and resilience. Like you're going through a hard time. So why are you talking to me about not overgiving? Like, no shit, don't overgive. Like, do I even have a cup? If I'm going through a hard time, do I even have a cup to give? Is the question. How do we jump from, it might be really hard to, it's great to give to others, make sure your cup stays, and it's like, he is known in the fable as the man in the moon, for he is the light that the moon reflects. I just said talking to the moon like it's a person. He asks you to reflect on the direction of your own light and where you cast your energy. I'm still trying to figure this one out. How do we go from, oh, it must be a hard time. You really should, like, I mean, I kind of get it in a way where it's like, hey, you know, things are difficult, so be really more mindful of where you direct your energy so you don't deplete your cup kind of thing, right? But it also is like there's no there's no segue into the other shit. It's just like, oh, we're going to give you the resilience. We're going to help you get through this hard time. Make sure you don't give too much of yourself away, but be sure to share with others, because I swear it says that. Allow your kindness to shine. Be kind, be happy, and joyful with others. But remember, wait, who does this not remind you of those people who do the things where it's like, oh, that's great, but you know, it could also be this. Like, they always gotta like undercut some shit. They don't like. I feel like this is like saying two different things. Like, what is like? There's something to that. There's something to the way this is worded. Please tell me how this makes sense, guys. The energy, I have read this damn thing before, but Spirit is bringing me all over the fucking place. Like, they're pointing to me like different, and I'm like, which one is it? They're all of it. I'm like, what the fuck? It don't make no sense. The energy of the sky god is dynamic and playful. But I thought it was fortitude and resilience and protection. Is that where the resilience comes from? Being afforded the opportunities and the ability to have some fun in the midst of difficulty so that you can keep going? Is that what you're trying to say? Because you're not doing a very good job of it. I'm just saying this much. This card indicates that a time of fun and frolic is at hand and is much needed. So, okay. So maybe it's saying, given the circumstances of your life right now, what's going on, we know that you love to be a light in other people's life, that you like to be involved and help out. But given what you've been going through and the slight uphill battle that you've been enduring, it might be time for you to focus that on you, to ensure to use that energy to keep you going. I said it better than the book did. And that's where resilience lies. Your protection lies in self-preservation, self-care, self-love, ensuring that the energy and the space in which you thrive and manifest from the best is consistently being fed to you in your life. And the only person that can ensure that is you. So now may be the time, instead of giving your extra away, completely focusing in on you. Oh, we're not done. We have two more. We'll get into the flow. Like this feels choppy right now, but it's okay. We're gonna get into it. It's all good. Stick around. Hey, Chow. Fear, courage, and overcoming. That's a journey. From fear to then facing the fear, which is courage, and then overcoming that fear. I shit you not, the only thing, I want you to take a look at that. The only sentence on that entire page that I have highlighted or that I have underlined is, the best way to overcome a fear is to face it. And the best place to face it down is in dreams. It's suggesting that you take steps to face up to the things that frighten you. Ride the nightmare until you have tamed her wild spirit and rendered her powerless over you. Next time your fear rears its ugly head, jump on her back and see where she takes you. That's like feeling the fear and doing despite that. And seeing how that helps you to work through it. What comes from that? This is going to be one of those where it's like, and it all comes together at the end. So there's something, is there a fear that you have with utterly putting yourself first and putting your fun and your joy over others? Are you afraid of how other people will deem you, of the things that people will say, any negative repercussions? Do you constantly live in the arena of thinking about what those potential repercussions could be and then making your decisions and determinations upon that so that you can appease and fulfill other people's desires rather than your own? Is that what we're talking about here? Are you really afraid? Like there's something that you really want to do that's going to be so good for you and would nurture you and feed your soul and keep you going as you're moving along this path, which it's been difficult and it is well deserved. It is well fucking deserved for you. Are you going to allow the fear of what people think, what people will be saying, what they might do? Do you buy into that? Do you believe that about yourself? Do you stop yourself from doing this thing because of that? Okay. Let's go to glimmering. Glimmering. Unique, gifts, and loving. It's a card of hope, anticipation, and joyfulness. It indicates auditions, interviews, presentations, promotions, and graduations are on the card. It represents an opportunity for you to show what you are made of and to demonstrate what you can do. You've got a unique set of talents, skills, and abilities that you can draw upon to spread more light in the world. Now, we're talking about you spreading light. Isn't that the crux of it? They're like, you consistently want to make sure that you shine for others in their life the way that they deem that you should be shining. But the thing that you're afraid to do, which is put you first, because sometimes we think that if life is a little difficult, how dare we have fun? If there's challenges we are facing, how dare we put ourselves first? There's other things that should be taking priority. How can you be having fun and laughing and smiling and enjoying yourself and indulging in things when there's these other things that need to be taken care of? And so therefore you're afraid, right? Either of what somebody external to you will say or do, or of what the repercussions are of you indulging. Have you this is like somebody who has done things in the past in the name of taking care of oneself, but it was really just them detaching and running away from something. And so now that you're in the place of, one, approaching this from a really good energy, the appropriate energy, where this is really restorative. This is really about keeping you in that thriving energy where you manifest easily from. And you're like, like almost like, are you not self-deprecating? Are you, and it's not self-sabotage. It's almost like, are you punishing yourself? Like you did something and it went wrong, and maybe at that time you were just careless. But this one's not about being careless. This is actually very strategic. This is about taking care of yourself. And because of that, you're like, it's almost like you're going to vindicate yourself from past mistakes. Fear of your own judgment, fear of somebody else's judgment, fear of what people will do or say. Does that make it true about me? Is my fear real? What does that say about me if I do this? And it's like, the thing is, the crux of it all is your light shines the best for other people when you do this, not when you self-sacrifice. There's almost like there's no honor in martyrdom. Does that make sense? When you go to you exhaust and deplete yourself, and you go to an extent. I don't know why this one came off. You're afraid of conflict. That slid off of that deck. You're afraid of conflict because other people would look at you like how dare you? Because the only time you should be able to take care of yourself or love yourself or do something for yourself or have any fun or have any kind of joy is if everything else is A-OK, peachy keen in your fucking life, which is never. Are you willing to forego this in order to appease somebody else who says you should be living by this standard? Or are the voices in your head that repeat this fear from past programming, society? How well does that do for people when they keep trying to give from an empty fucking cup? Did you know that when your cup runneth over, people will naturally be able to benefit from your full cup without you having to empty your cup? So this glimmering is like, actually the opposite is true. You shine your light brighter and you become kinder, and you naturally help others when you help yourself. That's the real truth. Yeah, you have a unique set of talents, skills, and abilities that you can draw upon to spread more light in the world. There's something very unique and magical about you, about your abilities, that benefit others more when you're in a healthy, good place. There's something about accepting something, because it's also about an opportunity. Accepting something because it's good for you, and somebody else may, or other people's may, try to say that you're being selfish because of it, that you don't deserve that, or that it's not good. How could you like they'll give you a million scenarios and reasons why something you shouldn't do something rather than why you should. I know people, and I have experienced this myself, that when I started making moves towards what put me in the energy of thriving and manifesting and expansion, others would want to dim. Either there's something abrasive about how dare you, it's just this how dare you. It's maybe not something that they say, but it's the energy they fucking give off. I literally just had a conversation today with Paula. You all remember her. We went for a walk this morning, and she was talking about how we were kind of sharing some stories from childhood and how we brought some stuff to us. I don't think she's going to mind me sharing this one. Into adulthood, like this need to appease and please our parents, because which really just kept us at living in their standard, right? By what they deemed as appropriate, right, which really only served them. I'm going to be honest with you. Around the back way, that serves them. And she was telling me about how she came here and, long story short, was looking for a house, everything that she ever liked and enjoyed, there was always a negative comment in that search for a home. And she ended up with a home that satisfied other people's opinions and thoughts. And in the end, really only ended up serving them. And it wasn't something that she could see at the time. And she sees it so clearly now because, some people will come in like there's some kind of like savior to us, when things are difficult. And we're talking about you're coming out of a difficult, things have been difficult. And how dare you believe in the possibility? How dare you? Like, everything's not perfect. You got to think of all these negative things. How dare you go after this thing that will just light you up and then make you even better of a person and bring more to the world? Because, I don't want you to do that. It doesn't serve me. Live your life by my standards. The fuck? How many times do we not make choices and decisions because of either the programming that we've received throughout our lifetime, or to appease somebody else? Are you going to do that now? Your best way of moving through the remainder of any difficulty or shedding it off, because remember, this is about it almost dissipating, like cutting the cords, like going after the thing that lights you up, will help you get through any remainder challenges to some type of process or situation that you're in. And that's the thing, they don't want you to. They don't want you to break the cords. They don't want you to move on. They don't want you to be happy. Because what influence do they have? What need would they have in your life if you were actually, truly, genuinely happy? Some people feel better knowing that they do better in life than you. Okay? So there's a choice to be had here and to be made. One that you need to make solely for you, without any influence from other people, because it puts you into the energy of thriving, which then dissipates old painful cords that will no longer be able to influence you, hold you back, feel encumbered. And I don't give a shit if it looks like right fucking now, because you're just coming out of something difficult, I shouldn't do this. People will always try to grasp onto something that's logical, right? Which is what Paula's mom did. I mean, but it wasn't just her mom, but I'm thinking this one example was like it was a situation of, that could cause termites. You know what I mean? And it was like, any house can have termites because there's literally wood in every house. I don't know. I mean, we are just now getting into these fabricated homes where it's all concrete and shit like that, but we ain't got none of that where I live. So I'm like, I don't know what, but like people will put little things out, right? I almost spilled my coffee. And you see how it was like they'll use a little bit of logic, a little bit of reason, a little bit of something to kind of hold you back. Like they're just so wise. Always just enough to get you to stop from doing what it is that's right for you. And here's the thing. There's going to be a reason to celebrate. And that reason is going to dissipate old pain and cords that you still have in your energetic field. It says, wander and seek out. what fulfills you. Seek out what feels right to you. And make new memories. I heard Groundhog Day. Somebody's in Groundhog Day. Starman Tarot. Knight of Swords, Two of Wands. That's an action, a choice and an action that's going to change things greatly. It's going to create a 180. They will sow seeds of doubt. And that's the thing that keeps you stuck. Like, don't buy into the bullshit, is what I want to say. I've had this happen to me so many times where it's like I want to do something and I don't because of where I'm coming from, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to give you a very simplistic answer or example. Answer. Okay. There's been times where money was so tight that I didn't know if I could do X, Y, and Z. Like, I looked at every little penny and every little opportunity to do anything, even if it didn't cost hardly anything. Like going and meeting a friend and having one drink. One was not going to break me, but it felt like, no, I can't. No, I can't. I have these bills coming up and I don't know where the next money's coming from. And so I would withhold that one drink. And it's not like I was out every single day eating out, doing this, that, and the other, or anything else like that. I could have gone an entire month without seeing anybody, having any kind of adult interaction, friend interaction, just go, 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 go. And it was like, one drink, one $8 drink. And I would just deprive myself for fucking what? Was that going to keep me going? Was that going to give me the wherewithal and the resilience to keep moving forward? If I completely, it's like people who are on a diet where it's like they can't seem to get through their goal of getting healthy and losing weight, whatever that means to them, because they think somehow they've got to deprive themselves of this in order to do so. I can't eat this ever. And then it's like shame, 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 because they do. And so they hold themselves in place because that's what's happening. There's a self-sabotage and a lying to the self. And Four of Cups is withholding. There's no honor in martyrdom. Like sacrificing the self for whatever fucking cause. Yes, Peter. On a personal note, being nice or accommodating has always held me back, time and time again. Myself and Kelsey spoke about this earlier. But I tell you what, I don't know. Sometimes I've got myself so fucking convinced. Right? I've got myself so fucking convinced sometimes. And I like the idea of if things have been really rough for me, I can't seem to pull myself into the energy of letting loose and having fun, even though that's the thing that seems to move the timeline forward faster. seems to resolve this, like helps to resolve the situation quicker. It's like, how can I be so happy when this is going on? And it's like, sometimes it's legit that my mood is just too low and I can't pull myself out of it. And other times it's like a self-punishment thing for my circumstances. Like, how dare you? Like, I'm how daring myself. It ain't somebody else. I'm how dare you, Shauna. Like, seriously? Yes, Jow. Butthead. I do. Dude, because like I was just working with some of my peeps. Punishing self. Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the thing. You don't get anything out of it, right, Peter? Jow, I was just looking at all the stuff, like, because they're going to Greece, and I was looking at, so I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I know Greece is going to be amazing and everything else like that, but like, I have a soft spot. Like, I look at some of the places in Italy, I'm like, I love Italy more. I think I can navigate it. I know, like, northern Italy is considered to be like the hoity-toity, privileged people. You know what I mean? Or like the ones that'll look down on you a lot. I don't really know what that's called in Italy, and I don't even know if that's really true. I don't know, but I deal with a lot of that here in the U.S., so I'm used to that shit. I'll call bitch out. It's okay. I got this. Anyways, I'm asking Peter, right? Where's my flight ticket? Joe? Where's my ticket? I go to Portugal with you. All right, let's keep going. All right, there's something very, very solid coming in. Somebody's going to communicate an offer to you. Somebody's going to reach out to you. We got the Page of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. Let me. They said, look at the pictures. Okay, we're going to go back to the say yes. Accept. I accept, Jow. Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Swords feels like communication, like a back and forth conversation. They're saying accept instead of like a yes. It's been a yes, but they keep saying the word accept. Like, you're gonna have to communicate that accept. And there's this accepting of something like a very solid offer or opportunity. It's solid. Take a look at this. He's bolted down. It's not like a fair weather type of opportunity either. It's a solid, stable, going to stick around for quite some time. It's not fleeting. It's not going anywhere. Let's figure this one out. Okay. 8 of Cups. There is a leaving behind of something. There is. I gotta be honest with you though. They keep showing you the person. Not like, you're not going to be upset about this. You're not going to have any qualms about it. You're not going to you're not going to be sad about it. Whatever this thing is that you're leaving behind. Because the thing is, when you're walking away, those cups are behind you. What you see is your fucking desire, your wish, your fulfillment. You see the 9 of Cups. You leave the 8 of Cups to go to the 9 of Cups. I don't feel like there's this sense of sadness on your part. Like, the only thing that would potentially stop you, here's the thing. Once you accept it, because this offer is going to come in, this opportunity. Once you accept it, you're not going to regret it, is what they're saying. It's the beforehand where you have the potentiality of talking yourself out of it, being hesitant, because for some reason you feel like there's some kind of honor of sacrificing this desire and want that you have for what? Because of this fear of going against somebody else, because of this fear, like facing this fear, like you're afraid, like this nightmare. Remember, I said the only way to overcome it is to fucking do it, right? Sorry. To fucking do it. Ride that bitch. Don't let it ride you. I know there was something that, I know y'all saw that shit. Something flipped. Did it flip all the way a full 360? I saw it. I'm not dumb. Okay. You're not going to be sorry. You're going to be so happy as soon as you accept, as soon as you're like excitement. This reminds me of the reading where I had said that there's going to be an instantaneous relief of emotions. Your mind might still try to play games with you, but instantaneously your emotions you're going to feel lighter. The anticipation is going to feel so good. It's going to be a reason to celebrate. Well, there's that motherfucker. He came out. Prince of Swords, the Knight of Swords that we saw in the split. Knight of Swords talks about a utter, complete change. This is also the card of cutting cords. You're cutting ties. You're cutting ties to something. And it's going to be permanent. You're cutting ties to something, and it's going to be permanent. That's what the Eight of Cups is talking about. That's why they're like, it's the fear of cutting those ties. It's the fear of whatever repercussions you may think might happen because of that people have filled you full of, or that you think somebody is going to inflict upon you by doing this, or but cutting those ties. It's a utter trajectory change. This is a pivot. This is a 180. Look at this shit. What honor? You see him all bruised up, cut up, everything. What honor is there in this martyrdom of yours? What do you achieve? Take a look. I know this is YouTube, but take a look what's down here. Gonna blow that shit up. This is the kind of thing where it's like you're gonna sever bridges. But that's like a good thing. I don't know. Okay, so they're bringing me to the purple in this card, which is Violet Flame. Violet flames are the hottest, and they aren't they used to purify or solidify like swords and certain types of metal and things like that? Like, it's known as the purifying flame. You step into that, and all cords, energy, interferences, debris in your field is gone. Like, this is literally there's a cleansing that happens, a purification that happens. And this is the Two of Pentacles. This is about taking the next step. This is about choosing your path. Like once you make this choice and decision, like something is like, oh, sunset. The old cords of pain go away. Like it just dissipates. If you do this, if you answer this call, because I do see, and I didn't say anything out loud, but the thing that he is holding his arm out to is the crow, the raven, the bird of spirit. He is welcoming this change. He is welcoming the guidance. He's following this guidance. Okay? Judgment card. Card of rebirth. It is also the card of, well, I just tell you what, I promise you. I just got like a pinprick stab in my right eye. And all I could see was somebody like trying to, like voodoo dolls were like trying to, I don't know why I feel like, bitch, it didn't work. I want to just tell somebody. Like, I don't even know if that was for me. I got to be honest with you. But it's almost as if, when certain things don't want to come out, this is the woo-woo side, guys. This is where it gets fucking woo-woo, okay? But I literally just got a pinprick right here. Like, and I mean, at a like, oh my, and gone. As quick and as thin, like not a big stab, like a little pinprick, but sharp. Like it went into my eyeball. Bitch, it doesn't work. That shit's going to bounce back to you. I have no doubt somebody be trying to do some fucking work. That's just an indication when a message is like somebody don't want somebody to know. Somebody doesn't want them to step into their power. Just flat the fuck out. Judgment is answering that call. The call that you're drawn to. It is the rebirth. It is your desire, your wish being born. 9 of Cups. You're gonna see your wish manifest right before your eyes. You answer this. You say yes. You make your decision. Judgment. You make the call. You make that decision. You're gonna get exactly what the fuck you've been wanting, what you've been desiring. It'll be your wish fulfillment. Different deck. What? You have a 4-floor house for 10 days. Motherfucker. Like, what? I need to go because, like, I have been stocked up. Like, my belly's been, like, distended. And here's the thing. I use my physical body to give me indication of what's going on spiritually and stuff. And I've been doing some cleanses and things like that. And let me tell you, like something's locked up. Like if anytime this feels this way, something's locked up within me, within my energy. And I had to do something where I swear this is the woo-woo shit, guys. Like an extraction had to happen. And when I tell you, like instantaneously, and I saw something afterwards that I've never seen before. I can't, like sometimes you just don't need to be giving everything out. I'm just gonna tell you that much. But like I need to go somewhere. I'm gonna bring my cousin Anna, okay? Just let me know. Okay, Joe. Aww. Anna, you're allergic to living. I love you to pieces, but good God, your body says all of that. Violet is high vibrations. Yeah, the violet flame. There's just something about that. Look at this. Look at the sky. Instead of it being pink and everything, it's actually, on my end, it's violet. And then all of this is violet up here. And all I could see was like the entire sky. Even the water back here looks like it's violet. It's not pink. That's violet. And I'm like, okay. All right, what was the other deck? Where were we going? Okay, Hermetic Tarot. Sometimes I get to talking, guys. The universe, the world card. Something started in Cancer season for somebody. They're bringing me to Cancer, and they were like, started. I feel like there is either, for somebody, there's a massive opportunity, okay? Because we've got the Knight of Cups with the World card. The World card is about bringing something to a close and opening the doors for something brand new, the Fool card. It is also about opportunities presenting themselves and like all the doors that can open from this. And the Knight of Cups is all about the extreme fulfillment, the emotional fulfillment that will come from something, from this cup. It replenishes you. Okay. And then over here, we've got, it's like, I feel like there's some kind of either travel or transition. We got the Six of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles, meaning that that focusing on this, like turning your focus and allowing yourself to go for this because it's what you want, because it speaks to you. Eight of Pentacles could be a job, but it's all about your focus, turning your focus to this. Either one takes you somewhere else, like it removes you. And I did feel that earlier, like certain cords are going to be cut because of a leaving of a location, a space. And that's what gives the burning of the bridges feeling. More so, not, I mean, maybe with people, but like more so like once you're gone, there'll be nothing that will ever fucking make you want to go back. Like it's done. And so the only way for you to keep you there is to keep you there. Because somebody knows once you get gone. It's almost like either an energy or a person or something. Once you get gone, you won't fucking ever come back. That bridge is burned. Six of Swords, though. It feels like, and that would go, that travel and going somewhere else, a change in location, that meets the World card as well. That's the, in this deck, it's called the Universe. And it's like, I need to know more about the Eight of Pentacles because I feel like there's something there. But Six of Swords says earned success, right? This is something that it's well deserved, that you deserve to choose what you feel is right for you. You deserve this. Don't let anybody else or yourself talk you out of that. And then the Eight of Pentacles says prudence. I don't know. Maybe it's either the focus on travel or the focus on getting out of there. It's like, because, the Eight of Pentacles is also about the goal. Like, where to direct your energy. And your energy needs to be directed towards this. Because Six of Swords at its core is the transition from rough waters to calm waters, right? From where you shouldn't be to where you should be. To that which doesn't serve you to what does. And whatever is in between, that movement that's required in between to get you to that. And that needs to be your only focus. There's something, though, about the Eight of Pentacles. What is with these cards going completely and not like Okay, bring that home though. Why is that related to the Eight of Pentacles? That feels more Six of Swords to me. How does that relate to the Eight of Pentacles? Okay, so I was correct. I was correct in what I said. Sometimes I just need confirmation. We've got the Five of Cups, and it literally says, Lord of loss and pleasure. You have the focus of only seeing how things have gone wrong, how things have been spilled or empty, longing for that for that sense of pleasure again. That's where you're at. And then along comes the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm like, okay, that almost sounds like the Six of Swords, right? Like the Six of Swords is more like because it is that transitory period, getting you there, right? And I'm like, how? Remember, you heard me ask, how does that equal the Eight of Pentacles, though? And the fucking Chariot comes out. When I tell you all, I preach all the fucking time. I tell you all the time, the Chariot is more about the momentum, the drive, the force behind something than it is about the speed. Because I'm telling you right now, with the right amount of momentum, drive, and force and focus, it's a guaranteed success. It's a guaranteed victory. Ain't nothing going to stop this. And so that's what it was. Eight of Pentacles was your focus needs to be getting the hell out of Dodge. It is making this transition, whatever the fuck it is. If it's not out of a location for you, it is doing what feels good to you, having fun, allowing yourself to let loose, kick back, have enjoyment. But there's something coming in with this Knight of Pentacles and with this whole, like, there's going to be reason to celebrate. And at the end of this, saying yes, allowing yourselves to celebrate, burning those bridges and those cords. It says, seek the familiar kind. You are going to have a whole new tribe come into you. So yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is exactly is the Rhino spirit. It is you solely focus on that fucking Six of Swords, whatever it is for you. If it's moving, if it's taking this opportunity to get yourself from one sense of whatever to the other. I don't give a shit who says what. I don't care if your little gremlin inside your head is like, oh my God, does it mean this? Chariot is move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Nothing should stop you. It is the courage of the Nightmare card. It is being brave enough to do this, to ride that fucking nightmare into the ground. Make her your bitch, okay? And that's exactly what Glimmering said. So there is something here. Remember, Glimmering was like invitations, promotions, interviews, offers, opportunities. There is something coming in that you need to, it is your out. It is your wish come true. It is your wish fulfillment. It is solid. It can be trusted. Knight of Pentacles. And it is the thing that's going to burn that bridge. But like we said, this, funny enough, the Eight of Cups takes you to the Nine of Cups. Okay? So, there is no honor in martyrdom. You don't need to sacrifice yourself for anybody else or for some sense of self-righteousness that you have where it's like you must pay the piper or some shit. Like you can't choose what brings you happiness and joy because how dare you? There's some fucking reason that your brain will give you, or the subconscious, or the person externally, or whatever. And it is that's the biggest bunch of fucking hogwash ever. That is what is going to get you to the place where your cup is full and you benefit all of those people around you. You will be a light for others. This idea of there's no honor and martyrdom, what are you going to do if your light gets snuffed out? Then what? If you consistently do for others, make decisions for others, according to how they see fit, so that their emotional stability is taken care of, so that their goals, needs, and desires are met, so that they're like, what are you going to do then? Because your fucking light's going to get snuffed out real quick. That's not the answer. Not the answer. Arrête. Alrighty. You're welcome. Trying to think. I get the feeling like I'm going to do another read. Love you too, Anna. I feel like I'm going to do another reading. Oh! Did I? Okay, no. I was like, Mom, that would not be. The last thing I want is Florida water to get in my coffee. I'm probably going to sneeze. I'm probably going to cough. Because sometimes I inhale it and get in my mouth. In my mouth. Okay. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I know I don't normally come on this late, guys, but it is what it is. I get the feeling that I'm feeling a little something closer to home, meaning time-wise. I feel like near future kind of something. And that just started popping up towards the end, like as soon as I started gathering the cards, so I wasn't anticipating this. I'm also either tomorrow or Thursday, maybe tomorrow, I'll try to come on and do another Tarot Demystified, so. Oh. Okay. So we're going to do near future, guys. I don't know who this is for. Like, it feels like when I say near future, I keep saying like this week. I want to say this week, but they're saying near future. So maybe it's like sooner than this week. Because a week is like 7 days. I don't know. But like I'm looking at a calendar and all I see is the week. Sunday to Saturday kind of thing. So that's why I'm like, well, I just say this week. And then they said sooner rather than later. So either somebody is like, yeah, but I'd rather know what's going to happen like in the next two, like, should I do 24-hour reading? Should I sooner rather than later? Where are we going with this? All right, Spirit, what do you want to say? Are we piggybacking the last reading? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. The winds of change. It says your surroundings will undergo a change. Wait. No. Your surroundings will undergo a transition. So something about your environment's about to change. Your surroundings, like, yeah, where you're at. Now that could be your house. That could be like just going on a vacation. That could be a job. Like what? The environment that you're in. I want to say your environment. So your environment will undergo a transition. What? Oh, I just heard, what's the transition? Like for some people, they're like, I don't know why this is coming through. Like a person might leave your environment. Your secrets are safe. I feel like you must think that they can say something about you and they can't. Your secrets are safe. Your secret desires are safe. Your fears, like what the things that you don't share with others. And the Sun card. Your perseverance is rewarded. There's something in your secrets are safe. It's not just like, oh, I don't want people to know something bad about me. It's almost as if it's like a little more in depth than it's not that simplistic. Thank you, Spirit. New era elements. Sorry. They're like, you didn't announce it. I'm in the energy trying to fill things out, and out of nowhere, they be calling me out sometimes. Okay. God, I want, your secrets are safe. Oh, look at my hair. What the fuck? Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Your secrets are safe. The winds of change. I still get the energy of not letting somebody know something. Like, you know how like sometimes you don't want people to know because there's like a shame factor? It doesn't feel like that. It feels more or less like it's none of their fucking business. Like, I don't want all of the world to know. I do that with my family because like I come from a family of talkers, and then we have certain people in my family, and I know that there's certain people that can vouch for me on this, and I'm always like, if I tell you something, you tell no one, because for the next 3 weeks, that's all they want to do. It's like, that's their source of entertainment, is to like update everybody and their mother about me. And I don't care how tiny it is, you know what I mean? And then other people somehow think that they are entitled to information on me, and they'll come back for more information later. I'm like, look, we ain't doing this. Ain't nobody's business but my own. If I want to tell somebody, I'll tell them. I think it's that way. I think you're going to be like, it's almost like there's a reason I'm on that tangent. It's almost like you're like on a need to know basis. Thank you, Spirit, be coming through today with some of them. I'm like, I'm struggling. And they're like, I need to know, but thank you. They're like, oh, Lord of mercy. And I'm having coffee, guys. I don't know. So do I want to start with your secrets are safe? Secrets are safe. That was fast. Two of Swords. Six of Swords again. Ten of Swords. Gee, no. Okay. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. I'm about to say, I was like, why do we have so many swords coming out? And then we have the Four of Cups. Comfort. Like the idea or notion that you can move towards, like the Six of Swords, this, I don't know, Six of Swords could be travel, could be the move, could be the leverage that you need. I don't know why they, like, it's a boat. It is a boat. Okay, so we're going back to the idea of your truth versus somebody else's truth, right? Because the Two of Swords, usually if it's like most of the time, it's like two swords, then they're butting ends, right? Which means there's two very valid truths. This truth and that truth, okay? And it's about making an intuitive choice between those two truths. When we hit a crossroads a lot of times in life, it's only a crossroads because there's two truths within us that are now at odds, that are competing with one another. And what I tell people is the way in which you make a decision when both things are very true for you, right? I love my family dearly, but it's time for me to make my dreams come true. And sometimes that can kind of like conflict, right? So my advice is, of these two truths, when you hit a crossroads, always, almost damn near always, okay? Especially when we've got a Two of Swords where they butt ends, right? That means you have to look at both of those truths. Which one would require you to forsake an aspect of the self in order to uphold it? Because that will tell you which truth to choose over the other in this moment. When the two swords cross, that is usually an idea or notion that's somewhere in the middle, that it's not one or the other, but it's really something in the middle. The truth lies somewhere in the middle, kind of thing, right? But this feels like it's the ones where it's like the two butting ends. That there's some level of truth that you have to choose. Some ideal. Some belief, because that's a sword suit as well, your belief. That you must choose. Which one do you follow? Which one do you choose in this moment that doesn't require you to forsake the self? And if we reuse my example, the idea and notion of family versus your dream. Sometimes it can feel like either or, right? But you got to get real with yourself. And this goes back to there's no honor and martyrdom, right? It's like the idea, do I take care of this family member, or do I pursue my goals and my dreams? Do I finally go after the part of my life that I really want to go after, right? Let's use that as a scenario. In that scenario, do I want to make sure that I'm there for my family? Do I want to make sure, are they important to me? Is their safety and well-being important to me? Are all of these things important to me? Abso-fucking-lutely. But in order, like one doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the other. That can be true, and I can still go after my goals and my dreams. I don't. Let's say there's a choice between staying and caring for a family member and going after a dream. You can feel like you're forsaking a part of yourself to go and take care of the family members, to stick around for them because it's your whatever, right? And so in one situation, I may feel like I'm having to give up a piece, a big major piece of who I am, of what I desire. I'm having to forsake an aspect of myself in order to fulfill this truth as I see it, right? On the flip side, there may be somebody else who feels as though, and everybody's truth is not going to be the same. Okay. That going after a particular dream or an opportunity or something like that requires them to have more of a sacrifice of themselves than the other choice of taking care of a family member, right? Like there's two truths here. Which one for you makes you feel like you're having to forsake an aspect of the self? And when you forsake an aspect of the self, you are not fully in integrity with yourself. You're not standing fully in your truth. That's the martyrdom I think they were talking about. So there is going to be a piece where you have to make a decision. And that's what they want when you come to this crossroads, to go down this avenue that takes you on a trajectory towards the life that you want. Because to me, Six of Swords is the epitome of the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. The things that no longer serve you to what you truly want and desire and wish for. Wish fulfillment, right? Going towards those calmer, peaceful waters that bring peace to the soul. You have to remember in that decision which one requires you to forsake the self. The one that there's a choice between those two truths that almost puts you in an energy of apathy. One of those keeps you in an energy of comfort, familiar, no growth. The Four of Cups is the card of stagnation. Lack of fulfillment. Not enjoying the three cups you have before you, but also not accepting the cup that comes from the sky. And that, my dear, will feel so immensely oppressive to you. To remain where you are will be exceptionally laborious, is the word that they're giving me. A weight that you may not feel like you can bear. You will feel imprisoned by that choice. Okay. What is your secrets are safe then? Let's get down to the nitty gritty of the cards. I'm gonna separate these over here and here. I'm telling you, it came across like it's an immediate future, and maybe they're saying this decision's in the immediate future, sooner rather than later. Hi, better nothing. Let me see at the time. Your secrets are safe. I cannot tell if this is the answer to your secrets are safe. I feel like Spirit's like, I got shit to say. Just listen. I'm like, okay. I'm sure at some point it's going to come in. But we literally have, there's going to be an exceptionally immense transition. The quickness and swiftness at which you need to take action is going to be very, very fast. Okay. We've got the Knight of Wands with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is taking action towards the desire, right? Knight of Wands is something arriving almost rash, almost immediately. Because we think of like, there's a risk to it, right? The swiftness of this might almost feel impulsive, kind of like, should I, shouldn't I? You know what I mean? But here's the thing. The thing about the Knight of Wands, the reason why we joke about him is because he kind of just does shit, right? Like he's just like, ooh, and then does it, right? That's why we call him impulsive. But he also doesn't spend too long of a time thinking. And I feel like Spirit's like, you don't need to spend a lot of time thinking about this action. You need to take immediate action. That's where the immediate came from. Immediate future. Like you're going to have to take immediate action on something. And in doing so, you secure something. You secure some level of stability. Like Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is that foundation, but also with the Four of Pentacles is that stinginess, like the fear of letting go, the fear. Like the Four of Pentacles is needing to be in control. Right? Because usually she's sitting down and she's got a nice little pretty foundation. Okay, things are may not be perfect right now, but and I may not be at the Ten of Pentacles, but it's like it's okay. Like at least this is like, it's something, right? And so she holds on to that last pentacle really fucking tight, right? Too afraid to let it go, too afraid of the risk, too afraid. You know what I'm saying? Very like to being too frivolous, too whatever. And it's like they're saying you can't be this. There needs to be no hesitation. It's like there could be a sense of being afraid to let go of what you've got because it might not be much, but it's something. Some semblance of stability, some semblance of this may be the rootedness. That's what it is. The comfortability that we were talking about, the rootedness, because this is a tree. This is, roots taking, like the tree taking root. And we are talking about a transition. And there may be, your surroundings may undergo a change. And it's like, you do not need to be hesitating on taking action towards this. It's like a faux sense of security. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if all the roots are above ground, how deep do they actually run? That may be a false sense of security. You think somehow by holding back, or it's a false sense of security. You got this. Oh, there was a hidden one. Ooh! You got this. You've got this. Strength. You have the capacity to move through this, okay? And I say that because this is echoed. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about having it all together, having all the abilities within you to handle it, to deal with it. We call her the badass bitch on her own because she can do it all. The Queen of Pentacles is known to be like the one that can run the household, raise the kids, be a career woman and do this, that. Like she's like she can do it all. She manages it all. She has the capacity to. Then we have the Empress. You're literally brimming with potential. You have the ability. It's all within you to bring this to fruition, to give birth to this. Ace of Pentacles. The holding on too tight to the familiar, to the comfort, to the faux sense of stability, the comfort will stop things from growing. Okay. Why do we need all of that? I want to know about these cards. Can we get into that now? Because I'm nosy and I'm trying to figure some stuff out. We'll start with your surroundings will undergo a change. We're going to do... Just see it through. See it through is what I want to say. See it through. Don't get scared of the last minute. See it through. That's where your perseverance is rewarded. See it through. Your surroundings will undergo a transition. Talk to me about that, please. We're going to go in order. Okay. What is this winds of change that's happening? Give me specifics, please. Okay. Winds of change. Your surroundings are going to undergo a transition. Your environment will. It literally says trust your intuition and changes to plans. It's a Page of Swords. What's that got to do with your surroundings will undergo a transition? Confidently accept opportunities. Emotional material needs are going to be met from this. Four of Swords. It literally says a time to rest or take a vacation. There's travel in this. Release the fears that hold you back, the Moon card. Events moving at a fast pace. All delays are over. Many things happening at once. It's going to, winds of change. It's going to be a whirlwind. A lot happening at once. A lot, don't worry. Your emotional material needs are going to be met by this opportunity. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered. It's a successful time. Release fears that hold you back. Many things are going to be happening at once. That makes sense because the first thing on the Page of Swords here is challenging information. And it may be That's where the risk comes involved. That's where the the Knight of Wands, where it seems a little risky. And it's like, don't think too hard on this. Take action. Take immediate action. Don't get lured in or tempted by some faux stability or sense of sense of stability or familiarity, comfort in what you've already got. Trust your intuition on this. So this change of plans, this change to your trajectory that's going to be coming in may seem like, oh, that's a lot to do in a short span of time. It may seem like, is it worth all the trouble? Is it worth all of that? And it is. What about your secrets are safe? That one's throwing me for a loop. And maybe somebody out there knows exactly what the fuck that means, and it's like, none of my business. Your secrets are safe. Your secrets are safe. This is odd because this says speak your mind. Speak your mind with confidence. Diplomatic, impartial, professional. And then there, again, a need for balance, cooperation, and compromise. And then a time to move on. Could it be that you've not articulated what you think, what you feel, what you believe, because you've been accommodating other people for so long that it's going to come as a shock if you were to speak your mind? That maybe you've been safeguarding what you really truly think, your secrets. I just get you don't owe anybody an explanation. But by all means, speak your mind. Is there somebody else that they need to be concerned with? Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, guys. Have you always kept your mouth shut because of what you it's like, I feel like saying what you think will happen by claiming what you fucking want, putting it out there, making it known, isn't going to happen. Like, because this is the idea of somebody trying to use something against you, trying to, like, defame you or something like that, speak ill on your name, create rumors, trying to ruin something for you is the way that it comes across to me. And they're like, and that may be why you've kept your fucking mouth shut all along. And like, you don't have to be afraid to speak your mind now, to put your intentions out there and be known. All you got to do is be really diplomatic about it. Balance, cooperation, compromise. Speak your mind with confidence. Remain balanced mentally and emotionally. So don't, like, as you're communicating, don't allow the emotions of, I'm finally speaking my truth, I'm finally going after what I want, I'm finally saying it, I'm choosing this. Like, don't let your emotions get away with you and influence how you articulate yourself and how you come across. Don't be afraid to say, this is what I want and this is what I'm going for, and that I'm saying yes. Don't be afraid to do that. The retaliation, if you are concerned with it, not gonna fucking happen. You know how some people will try to discredit you because you finally speak out about something, because you stand up and you speak on something? It's not going to happen. And here's the thing: even if it does, it's almost as if it's like it'll garner no traction in your life. Because it's time to move on. So you're afraid that when you move forward, somebody's going to try and make you pay. They will do what they always did and speak ill on you, cause conflict. And I feel like it's almost as if they will be showing their true colors. Spirit, I can't get away from this idea that Spirit has put you in such a position. You know, like, because we do have a card that says things going on behind the scenes. Where did it go? Yeah, the moon, events happening behind the scenes. There's some kind of like, Spirit has positioned us in such a way that those motherfuckers, whoever it is, if they were to try, wouldn't have a leg to fucking stand on. I almost feel like this person, these people, whoever would try to deter you, know that they have zero authority or influence anymore, and they will shoot themselves in the foot if they fucking open up their mouth. Because this would be somebody that tries to take something that looks like the truth but spin it. Like having the conversation with one of my friends about, you know, like being portrayed as being selfish because they go on a trip or something like that by themselves and didn't take their kids or something like that. And so, you know, how like it's a truth. They went somewhere, but somebody will try to spin it to make it seem like, you know what I mean? I've literally had family try to talk on me like I'm crazy. That would be like, let me give you an example. That would be like getting a job offer to do this on a larger scale. And so it takes away all the wind out of their sails, because the things that they would say is, she's so crazy. You just don't know. She actually believes X, Y, and Z. Well, what's she going to say now if I were to get a fucking job doing exactly this? Where people believe in my ability and what I bring to the table and my skills and everything else like that. What you gonna say now? Not fucking nothing. Not nothing. You ain't got a leg to stand on. It's kind of like that energy. Your secrets are safe. You can say what the fuck you want by all means, and there may be a liberation in choosing this and doing what you want and saying it. Remain calm as you do it. Be very impartial, diplomatic about things. Articulate what you're going to do. Don't be sucked in, because it's flat out time to move on. time for you to take care of you and yours. 10 of Pentacles. It isn't just you that's going to benefit from this. We'll end on that. Answer the call. Judgment card. Full circle in this reading. So I'm going to leave it there. Alrighty. There's a lot going on. So there may be a lot of decisions to be making here in the very near future. And you need to act on things immediately. Don't hesitate. Don't let some fear of, oh, I got to maintain stability, I can't rock the boat, all that kind of stuff to deter you. Act quickly on this. Act quickly. All righty. Hey, David. Yep, time for me to get off, though. All righty. So that was an hour and 40 minutes. Thanks for those who stayed on. Let's see. Let me make sure. Be careful with getting the shingles vaccine. The second one has really made me sick. Oh, here's the thing. I don't know. I had shingles at a very young age. My life was so stressful, and I did CPS, okay, Child Protective Services, and that shit was a fucking nightmare, and it took so much out of me. I got shingles twice because back in the day when I was young, I'm old enough where this has occurred. Like, we didn't have the chickenpox vaccine, okay, guys? That's why David and others have to get the shingles vaccine because they weren't around for the chickenpox vaccine. We got it the forced fed way, where somebody has the chickenpox, let's put them in their proximity and make them get it. So, yeah, I had shingles twice because stress pulls shingles out. And they were here along my neck. Fun times. Yep. So our kids won't have, there'll come a point if we keep using the chickenpox vaccine that we won't have to have the purpose of the shingles vaccine. It's just for us old folk who are baptized by fire. I didn't even know that was possible, dude. Chickenpox twice. You and Anna are close to the same age. So here. Oh, by the way, for those that are not familiar with me, Peter, blasphemy, you young little fucker. Okay, so Peter is Gen Z. For anybody who doesn't know, Generation X was the generation right after freaking boomers. So what is it, like 64 to 80? It's like a 15-year period, 15, 16. And some people debate on that. Here's the thing. I was conceived in the Gen X era, born in the millennial era. And I'm in that, what they give a grace period because they're like people from 1980 to 1984 that were born are this weird like mixture of the two generations. And so, yeah, it's a little different for us. Did you know that the people who have it the worst economically of all the generations are the people born between 1980 and 1984? Like, I'm talking between student loan debt and the housing. And they said that those people in those years are the least likely to ever own a home. suffered the most during, what was it, the 2008 shit show that we had here in the US. And we have this odd mixture of sarcasm, being able to go toe to toe with somebody like Gen X, because that's what our siblings were. But also this level of not wanting the fucking toxicity anymore of the millennials. So we got this weird hodgepodginess. Zennials, yeah. So Peter, that is like 2 generations removed from you. Like your parents potentially could be, probably not. Like they would either be a boomer or a Gen X. So Spirit just gave me a song, and I'm like, why would that? It was cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Like they're giving me that song, and I'm like, oh, okay. Anywho, all right, I'm gonna hop off here. But yeah, so I am a little bit like, I feel like I have the attitude. I can go toe to toe with the Gen X, but I understand millennials as well. So that's right. But see, that's Spirit's version of explaining what Gen X is. So Peter, go look up that song. Because the next line was, don't give a fuck if I come out bleeding. You know what I mean? Like unscathed. Just, I don't know. So I'm 33, chilling out. I don't know what it is. 33, you're a millennial. I'm sorry. I know you're probably like, damn. I don't know. It was. So 5 kids chilling. All good. You can do nothing but chill after that, after 5 kids. You deserve to chill. What are you going to do? So. All right, guys. Well, so yeah, Peter, go take a look at that song. That's like, you'll understand then. But alrighty, guys. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful day, and I will come on later this week. Hope to see you then.